1.5 has been very stealth for me lately. Not to say that it's terrible, I really enjoy the update for what it is. Although I'd have to say that 1.4 was better as a whole. With 1.4, I feel as if they took 5 steps forward and 1 step back with the release of 1.5. Regardless, they are both fantastic updates, the best we've ever seen with the Division after all this time. I want to focus this video around the reasoning for why 1.5 has been very stealth for me lately, but I also want to talk about some other things as well. Some of the things that I'm talking about may actually be fixed in 1.6, but my purpose for making this video is to elaborate on the current state of the game. Survival was a fantastic addition to the game within patch 1.5. It's very fun to play and different than what has already been in the game. I feel though that the longevity of survival isn't as great as everybody once thought. It is replayable up to the point of the player understanding where loot, landmarks, and helicopter crashes are on the map. Once somebody figures out a way they like to play survival and actually complete it, it just becomes a series of patterns to repeat the exact same thing every time to ensure extraction in the end game. I think it's awesome that you can learn the entire map to make it easier on you to complete it faster, but a thing that I would like to see change is the spawning of loot, landmarks, helicopter crashes, and etc. By doing this, I feel it would create more longevity amongst the community and survival. In addition to that, it may make things more difficult than it already is. To combat that, I would think a few things would be needing a nerf or two. Like I said, I enjoy playing survival, but it's come to that point where there aren't that many people playing it as there should be. Now onto the Dark Zone. For the most part, it's pretty fine, but there are a few things that I think kill it for me and others playing it. We've seen a tremendous influx in people using the flame/shock turrets in their playstyle in 1.5. I'm sure they either nerfed or buffed these little guys in the past. I ultimately really don't pay much attention to the way skills are affected, but I personally think that the time duration during a status effect should be decreased, and that goes for others such as disorientation. The thing that made the Dark Zone very boring for me would have to be the over-obsessive use of Alpha Bridge. I used to enjoy using Alpha Bridge during 1.4. It was my favorite gear set in the game at the time. I literally only used that and didn't dab much into other gear sets like I should have, but with the release of 1.5 I found myself using Alpha Bridge very little due to the fact that I had used it for its entirety of 1.4. Currently right now this gear set is king of any other because of the high DPS and toughness you can create from the set itself. I'd say a majority of players are rocking this build. Even if I were to say that only 15% of all players were using that gear set, it would probably still mean the majority, since there are many more gear sets in the game that aren't being used as much as Alpha Bridge. Right now I think Alpha Bridge is a very boring gear set to use. That's why I switched over to Banshee. I personally think in order to balance it out among the other sets, they need to remove the 5% extra damage it grants you with the 2 or 3 set bonus. I forget which one it is. Instead, I'd like to see something similar as to how Sentry or Striker works with the increase of stability and or accuracy. But like I said, these are things that are probably being fixed for when 1.6 actually comes out. One last thing I wanted to talk about that has to do with the public test servers. In order to retain playability within the new updates, I believe that the public test servers shouldn't last as long as they should be. I feel like we should be given a week to get in, test out the patch, any problems and or things that need to be added or removed should be dealt with, and that's it. We get out, and within a week the update should be finalized and released for play. I personally have probably gotten bored way too fast with the finalized version of the update simply because of all that time already being spent on the PTS that travels into the actual release. Yeah, I know I can stop playing the PTS and go back to the old update, but the old update is old and that new PTS is out there. I gotta jump on it every chance that I can. As I see it, the public test servers are a fantastic way to ultimately improve the game, but if you played a lot of something before its official release, it may not last as long for those who have done so. I'm tired of playing 1.5 and honestly can't wait for 1.6 to come out very soon. If it were my choice, I'd hope for the PTS to be released within the week and the official update for the following week after that. I hope this video made sense for you guys. I just wanted to talk about the current state of the game and how I feel about it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, don't forget to let me know by leaving a comment, and if I didn't cover something well enough, then of course let me know as well, and I'll try my best to answer any questions as to what I was trying to say in this video. I guess I'll end it off with that. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like on it, and also subscribe to the channel for more daily Division content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.